Hello, welcome back to more Kerbal Space Program. Uh, uh, what do I have left to do? I think I sent the Ike base into orbit. Let me check the tracking station. Okay, I don't know why that's there. In any case, did I do anything else? Ike, oh right, Ike station and Ike base. Uh, but I think all I need to send now is for Duna. Oh, I need to send another Ike, like landing mission. So this is the Ike station. Able to use some of the Delta V from this stage. A lot of Delta V from this stage. Oh, yeah, I do have another engine here. Okay, I was a bit confused for a second. And Ace. I can't remember what I'm up to. This is the surface base. All nuclear powered. Small engine. Should just be for landing it. And also the okay, so if I pull up contracts, I'll need to have 2 pilots on it. I will need to bring pilots. Oh, that's for Duna. Have pilots on. No, not that. Surface outpost, yes. I just need to land this on Ike and it will be done. Oh. Yes, I got a mission to extract ore from Gill and deliver it to Eve. Another one to extract ore from Eve and deliver it to Gill. That needs to be on this. I need to land it on Eve. That one is. Oh. Yes, extract ore from Ike, deliver it to Duna. I don't think I have the ore shuttle. Junior ejector, that's one. I need to get junior ejector on Ike and Urban. So I will focus on that first. And the ore shuttle. Maybe I do have it. Oh. Space Center. I think I started making the ore shuttle. I think I have the ore shuttle itself. I don't think I've launched it. I don't think I made didn't make a folder for it. So I have this. I thought I brought it down to 2. Like 1.8 thrust weight ratio. Oh, while it's full. Oh, yeah, I do need to take off while it's full. If I only have 2 engines, I'd be 0.9, so that wouldn't be enough thrust weight ratio. Okay, all makes sense then. But I do need to get this to Ike. So, the remap. 930 plus to escape Kerbal. Another 140 potentially to intercept Duna. 250 to get capture. 30 for Ike. 1,500. Okay. Because the landing legs are sticking out, I think what I'll do, flip it upside down. Door. Technically I don't need to, but there's not much point in carrying it with me. This would have velocity to get there by itself. Suppose I could just get this into orbit. Yeah, I guess so. How much does this mass? 46 tons. Yeah, I guess I will be just sending this by itself. Okay, let's start off with fairing again. I just need to get about 50 tons into orbit. But while I'm here, I will need to change those. Boy, okay. What else do I have him set to? Now. Got batteries there. $50 tons into orbit. That's a bit too narrow. I have a meter. Yep, that will do. And let's bring it. Go. Now, just for stability's sake, I connectors. Cuts. Help reinforce the connection because docking ports aren't especially strong. Go ahead and enable staging as well. Nuclear engines, that seems fine. Technically, I don't need that decoupler. That way. And let's bigger vessel naming. Yes, probe makes sense. Maybe lander. I-core shuttle. Can I get this? Priority. Priority 1. So yep, that works. Save that. And I think I can just launch. Check staging. Fine. I don't think I'm actually going to be able to recover these sections, but oh well. Also, hate it so that have the side tanks on the side and not in front and back. That stage seems fine. Arch staging, so it should be good to go. Then I'll be setting up the plan for the Ike land mission. Connector 2 is pointing the wrong way. Yeah. Nice. Oh well. Thrust up at max. And side tanks. I have to press instead of what I normally do. Getting up to 50 meters a second. And start for gravity turn. Degrees, so let's bring that down to 90. Prograde. Look at that inclination. I think maybe a bit to left here. That seemed to have made some progress. I did see it briefly go down to 0.1. And now it's back at 0.2. I don't know. I'll leave it at 0.2. 0.2 is fine. Let's go back to the actual orbital information. Right here. Is slightly drop the side tanks. Go. Move the throttle down a bit. I'm getting some re-entry there. Oop. Yep. Now, apopsis is pretty high there. Oh, time to apopsis is up to a minute now. Keep it around that level, should be fine. Up at 45 kilometers, so yeah, that's good. Once we're getting up to about 50 kilometers, I think I'll drop the airing. At that point, we won't be having much drag from it. perhaps this is now that point. We're 10 kilometers short still. We'll build up our horizontal velocity. Start engines for now. Get a bit close to apoapsis. It will be a bit more efficient. Start burning again. Point where we're balancing things. Over fairing now. Drop some extra mass. Still in atmosphere, so I won't extend the solar panels just yet. Perhaps this is nearly out of the surface. Burning about this level until we get out of the atmosphere, and then long one for now, and final little that seems like about 90 degrees from each side. Would mean that it's a circular orbit. It's a bit of physics hopping at the point. Any moment now we'll be able to get out of the atmosphere. 1 kilometer left. Good. Quick save. Point towards maneuver. Bring down the thrust just a bit, so I'll get a bit longer for the burn time, which will make it a bit control. There we go, 4 seconds should be fine. Yep. Out of the atmosphere. Solar panels. Panel. Well. Set up. Towards maneuver. Then we'll be back to design time. I'm realizing we'll need to flip it around when I do the second half of the burn. 4-minute long burn. I disconnected it. 7 seconds left of page. Maybe I split it up into sections. But in any case, that should be create an alarm for it. Head of that to make it like 5 days before. Yep, so then please split up the burn. Now, Space Center. Now I need to design to land on Ike and fine. Have a lifting surface on that. Yeah. Now landing on I haven't used this before. Oh. It's got space for 2, it seems. Capacity. I guess the problem is I could do a polar style and then have just the lander and the return vessel separately. Could do that. Does feel like it's designed. We just go for a single vessel. That's a probe core. Yeah, okay. Extra charge, but I think I would probably put a on the back. Fine. We'll need enough fuel to land and take off, so up the Delta V map again. 390 to land on Ike, I believe that says. I'm gonna pull up an image for myself rather than just the stream preview. Stream. Okay, so that is 390. So, need minimum 390 to land, 390 to take off again. I'd ideally want an extra 10% for taking off and 5% for landing. So, multiply by 2. 35, I guess. So 916 meters per second is what I would want to adjust this. It's liquid fuel and oxidizer. No, right? Not enough. If something smaller that might have enough. 940, that would be enough. Range. Thrust weight ratio? It does have a thrust weight ratio. That could work. Let's try. That's one else. I might also be able to go with something like spiders. Based on that, the fact that, yeah, that's not 90% right. So I do think an inline would be better. That would technically work. Would get me enough delta V. Cool. Although I haven't added it. Yeah. Done enough. What would I need Shouldn't need any antennas because I do have relay satellites. And this does come with a 5K. Yep. And this is already taken into account the mass of the crew. Got power generation. Got RCS. Got power storage in the module. This could work. Could things go horribly wrong and be miscalculated? Yes. They could. But I think this is not what I'd normally do, so I think it's worth doing. Wonder if I move this up further, could I land on this like shroud? Banned them from I no longer delete them from yeah. Oh, right. I think in future I will need to delete the message before banning them. Now I will just hide for chat. Unfortunate. But in any case, what I was trying to do is see if I can put this further up, eventually land on that kind of shroud. Lander. Lander, let's give it priority 1. Way high thrust weight ratio. Have a look at this. I'm realizing I don't have a reaction wheel on this. Probably should just put on a small one. It's the place that would make most sense would be is still above our minimum dust bed. But now, yeah. And I guess now will be the Ike return. I don't have SAS part of it. Pilot would be good. Yeah. Prograde, retrograde, radial, normal. Okay. So no target pointing. If I had 2 docking ports, I could have one where we connect with it and then move it in position to connect with the actual correct one. We have RCS, so we can use that. I mean, worst comes to worst, we can also use some of the RCS supplies. Typically that will be enough to like lower the weight a bit, back a bit easier. We'll want some to actually dock. Makes sense to bring a pilot to get as good SAS as possible, and bring the engineer to increase their level. Okay. I will do it Apollo style. But eyes as well. So that there. Let's put on top. Good. We'll also need parachutes. Much. 5? Yeah. Okay. Probably do is connect. Let's see. I think not quite outwards. We'll be wanting this. Cable shroud. That's okay. Now, also using a docking port, we're not going to get ejection force. Getting around would be a bit more complicated in that case. Yep. That's great, got rid of it. I guess. Yeah. Let's go ahead and just add it to deploy now. Paging on that. Yeah, I want to add parachutes. So, brake sheets, roll radial. I think it might be a good idea to it might be a good idea to put a reaction wheel on this. Not a good size for that. Yeah. Guess I'll just need to depend. This does have a real wheel. Okay, yep. Just for re-entry to make sure that it's actually pointing the right way. Okay. Actually, I think it might make more sense to put. I think I'm probably going to go. Probably go for a size 2 part. We'll go for size 2 here. Up. Go. Go. Oh, just that's good. That. This will be coupling in orbit. Get rid of this state. When did I mute it? Couple. Basically, we'll get into orbit. The couple here. Attach this. Flip it. Move forwards a bit. Flip it around. Reattach. Couple this. Then the top stage will carry this and to Ike. Will then land by itself. Come back by itself. Redock. Transfer the crew across to here. Undock. Then whatever's left needs to get back from Ike to Kerbin. This needs to intercept. Hopefully. I want to try to slow down a bit on the way in. Because we don't really want to leave him having to go through multiple loops into the atmosphere. Because after the first one, we're probably going to run out. Unless I... hope for the best. So, need something that save. So we will need 1,500 there and 1,500 back, but it will be different payloads. So. Up to 2.5, yep. That. Get rid of the oxidizer. Let's go for nuclear. Start off with. I think I'll start off with the Wolfhound. All connected. Part. We are. I mean, bare minimum, this is going to be that. Or I forget. Let's just throw. Guess I could actually have that be slightly higher priority. This one. Uh, um, of 10 for this. No. So I decided to dock station. Okay, so plan will be to very original. I'm naming it Ike Lander. Yeah. Plan will be launch it polar style. Probably have some kind of launch escape thing about it. Okay. Not quite the right size. Gonna need 1,500 delta V turn, another 1,500 delta V for turn plus V lander. Exceedingly original, I know. Oh. How do I calculate this again? I mean, the easy way of doing it would be put this on top and then just aim for 3,000 delta V. Should try making the booster come back and land on Kerbin? Yep, I will. I typically do. For a couple of reasons. One, I want to limit the amount of V that gets left up in orbit without using the tracking station thing. And two, yeah, to save them money. As I was, I need about 3,000 delta V. Down. Size to tank. Oh, that. Yep, that's not it. Back again. There. Properly. Back in. Also put and deploy fairing. And good measure. Oh. Yeah, let's get another probe call. Have better SAS control. I will need that for once I land on Ike, coming back and docking with return vessel. And Q. Agent. This is very much a... That needs to be the very last thing that happens. I guess it can go with the... I'm also streaming on Twitch. I don't know what my view is like, but yeah. I'm gonna test something because now did have the AI spam in the chats, and once I banned them on Twitch, I couldn't remove the chat message. So that should be out of the way now. Now, how much mass is this? Only 33 tons. That should be fairly straightforward for up. This will go put in an abort sequence. Couple. And I guess shoots. Next, the top right or left. There. Top left isn't ideal, I think, because all the things that are going on here. Right should be fine. Probably be fine. Haven't put the booster. The last thing for the abort sequence would be to don't know what the YouTube stream delay is set to. Anyway, 9 seconds? Okay. What's that? This. Let's put the parachutes on this own aging group. Okay. Now. I think I'll put on 33 tons, I guess, one booster. Sure. There. And as I was saying earlier, with the abort, place those. Yep. Create a playthrough? I mean, I would say yeah. I would say it's not for everyone. Some people, like, it's an extra hassle to deal with the money inflow when you could just be building big rockets. But it is an extra challenge, and I do like the contracts that are giving you a direction to go in. On the abort sequence. So, let's fire, side tanks. Order? That definitely should not be. Maybe it's just the flow priority is wrong. Oh, this. Place. Let's put on 1, 3. Alternatively, for fuel lines. Low priority. 90. Giving the oh, sure. Well. And for the boosters, but I'm not really basing them off of anything. I've just I've made a booster in the past specifically to lift 40 tons into orbit, and so rather than making a new booster every single time, I've just got a use. In terms of anything like other design stuff, it is using asparagus staging, so more efficient method of staging. So these ones get decoupled first and then coupled, and then it will just be left with central stack. Something gets decoupled, the rest of the fuel tanks is still full. Four squares near the bottom. Are you talking about these? Talking about yep, so those are basically my grid fins. It's just a bunch of elevons. Designed in a way so that I'll have much more maneuverability while in the atmosphere. Again, I've just got a sub-assembly for that, just attached to a diagonal strut. Then I can just put them on the vessel, then rocket. I made it once, made it look somewhat neat. Put them each other with 2 fins on the side, 2 elevons on the side. I think all of them are just directly attached to the diagonal strut. But then, once I've got it, I can attach it to anything. So if I really wanted to, I could just go grid fins on side boosters as well. I have it on the octagonal strut, and then I can just use and then tie the strut. Let's those. Don't really need them since I've got them on the central stack. Now the task of staging. It's not doesn't make as much sense on the side boosters, I think. Not really. Only attached on one side for some reason. Check staging with attach your side boosters. This. Once I'm in orbit, detach. Up. This. So we detach that. I could leave it on for a bit. Stable. So we detach this. Time. Move forwards a bit. Spin around. Cancel out velocity. Back, dock again. Couple the boosters. Yeah, I am doing an Apollo recreation kind of thing. I haven't used the lunar excursion module before. Don't feel like I typically have many reasons to. So I felt I might as well try it for Ike since it's low grav. I'll be able to land on Ike and then rendezvous back with the return mission in basically just the excursion module. Needing any extra parts? Figured I might as well. I do have both DLCs, yes. Coupled, we've redocked. Attach that. Undock this. Undock. So we'll be detaching this from the booster stage and attaching the secondary stage as well. Then it will be attached already before we get into orbit. Okay. That we've just it doesn't stay high. One other thing. Oh, this does not have. What I just say is. What I normally do is have a small. Yeah. And I just forbid the use of it. So I can leave it up in orbit, and then once I'm ready to deorbit it, I will know for certain that I have fuel. Probably won't need it, but down. Here we go. Let's just also quickly check. I only have that one. Okay, now we do. Now all the aerodynamics should be gone. KSP is the best. Everyone does the same thing, except they all accomplish it differently. Yep. Even some people who are able to make single-stage orbits from Eve want to do that eventually. Not there yet. This. There. I think it makes sense to leave it there. Guessing in here. I think that staging makes sense. Save. Let's put them in the command pod. That's the thing that will be decoupling. I think just I will put a strut section because I feel otherwise it could be a bit. Right, doing that. What happened to the original set? They are all out on missions. I have a lot of Kerbals just out in the Kerbal system. Many of them are mining. I think the original group are all around the moon. Or there we go. Go get them. They're doing stuff. They're mining and making fuel for stuff that we have up in orbit. Why do I leave them there? Because otherwise I'm just leaving empty bases everywhere, basically. And because I want refueling depots everywhere. And when you have engineers, they boost the refining rate and also the mining rate. Yeah, problem is, at least I feel I might as well keep might as well keep them together, and I don't really have much in terms of spare engineers. Struts. I got the actual struts here. In this. And just over launch. Like this. I think that should be good. What time is it for me? Nearly 11. So probably gonna have a bit of a shorter stream today. Have to do prep for tomorrow, so plan on ending around 11:30 for my time. That means I probably won't be getting my base to base. Ooh, I don't have any. Say it's nearly 11. I don't have any solar panels or anything on section. Okay, battery packs, I guess. Oh, you can do a countdown. I think also pushing. Should be everything I need. Might mess up the stations. I think I should be fine. I did have extra. N. Oh, 987. That all came in at once. 6. 5. 4, 3. We have liftoff. Ooh, wait. Naval crossfeed. Which one? Yep, this one. Right. I've also got gravity turn. Ooh, this is very bendy. I removed a few lines because I wanted to just do the crossfeed method. But then apparently I did not set it crossfeed. Oh. It's only set to crossfeed on one of them. Some things you click on the button and it sets it with the symmetries. Some things it does. Apparently crossfeed is one of those things that does not do crossfeed. Enable crossfeed. There we go. Try that again. A bit more wobbly than I would. I forgot to pin. Oh, it's point prograde. Actually, before doing that, let's just try bringing the prograde mark down a bit towards 90 degrees. Just running out of fuel, so stop maneuvering. Okay. Ooh, now that's getting wobbly. You're saying so far so good, but I am not a fan of that wobbling. Very much not a fan. Why? Perhaps this is the... very badly. Okay. Hmm. Let's go ahead and just enable those drag shoot. Hmm. It felt like it should have been more stable, but I guess I do need to put some struts in the brake shoots. Yeah, so it's an excessive number of parachutes because it's designed for when it's re-entering at high speeds. Hmm? Oh, and splashdown. Okay, back to the vehicle design. Yeah, wobbly rocket issue. Only need 2 parachutes and 2 drogues, but I will be coming back in at interplanetary speeds. I want to make sure that I capture. So I might be coming in at a very, very fast speed and not have much time before I hit the ground. Yeah. Yeah, so the thing is, heat shield it helps with the heat aspect, but if I'm like 500 meters above the surface in the atmosphere and going fast still, that's what the multiple parachutes are for. Let's throw in. Add some more. But that should. I have had missions before where I'm still going too fast, 2 kilometers above the surface, so the parachutes won't deploy. So by the time the parachutes deploy at 200 meters above the surface, I need to slow down very quickly. I up. Launch. I won't know if I'm landing above land or water because it'll be coming in at interplanetary speeds. can only hope that I'm coming in above. Doing our gravity turn time. Stable. Great here. I think tiny bit south. Plus good angle, yep. So out. Go, we can drop engines. 1.3 thrust weight ratio. Great. I think I'll prograde direction. Otherwise it's going quite quick. I've had a mission that crashed because of parachute. It didn't crash, but that was because I had enough parachutes to slow it down quick enough. Because it's one thing if the terminal velocity with parachutes is 5 meters a second. It's another thing if the acceleration is too slow to get you down to 5 meters a second before you hit the ground. Read to apoapsis. Keep it like that for now. Thrust weight ratio. I'm not a big fan of that thrust weight ratio. I think on that one I had 2 sets, so 4 total. Prograde. If I can detach those safely. And perhaps the time to apoapsis is going down, so throttle. Oh yeah, I do have a thrust limiter on. Yes, I know I can increase the height of deployment of the parachutes, but if it's not safe to deploy, you can override it, but then you lose the parachutes. So I had them set to deploy at 1 kilometer up, but they only deployed at 200 meters up. That was coming in quite hot. I don't have much fuel left. That's very much not good. I will not have enough fuel to get this into orbit. Not properly. Yep, that is out of fuel. Okay, yeah, no, I'm kind of stuck here. Try to activate these engines. They won't have enough delta V. That was supposed to be a 40 ton, and this I think it's only supposed to be 30 tons. 33 tons. I don't know why that failed. Very annoying though. Nearly. try. Not as exactly hopeful. Yeah, apoapsis, periapsis is nearly out of the ground. Apoapsis might be able to get us into space, at least. Might still be possible. Us down a bit. Where am I using fuel from? I'm using that fuel. It's probably good to get Apsis out of the atmosphere. Good. Might just be able to get up into space. It's definitely not going to plan, but might still be recoverable without any issues. Issues. Okay, nearly into space. Now I just need to circularize. Perhaps this is already 40 kilometers up. So bad. I need about 30 meters a second. So I had this whole fuel tank because I was thinking, like structurally it's kind of annoying if I've got a small tank here. Turns out maybe best. I thought I was well overcooking it. But it's just saved me here. I out of the atmosphere. Up to 500 meters above. Last just physics warp through this though. Not exactly going up very fast. A bit more. I think burning now is better than burning in this case, because burning now will get us out of the atmosphere fast. It's for drag. Okay. Up. There. it. Nearly out of the atmosphere. It's just last little bit. 5-second long burn, so 12 seconds per side. In space. Have any drag? Let's point towards the maneuver node. Extend the view. The action group's not set up. Outside, it's not like I really need to. Yep, I recovered. I'm surprised. So, 12 seconds aside. A bit more. Yep. Oh, wait. Retract that. Nearly burned off the whole solar panel. Here we go. Unfortunate placement. Okay. Yep, let's not talk solar panel. Okay, so now plan all that. That is target. I don't know why color changed. Oop, that's good. But it seems to have worked. Okay. Transfer the crew across. Yep. Couple it now. Yeah, I did not do that. No clue. To switch you? I think it's supposed to be set to user preference colors, but well. Yeah, I think I will couple to go. Wait it, now will it let me? There we go. I do not know. Preference color. I know how you do it on Twitch, but I don't think that's helpful for YouTube. We'll all be good to go now. Got nearly 3 kilometers of delta V. Should be enough for 1.5 kilometers with this on the front. Very good. Then another 1.5 kilometers without the front. Come back to here. A user on Twitch? You mean my username? It's Washman Gamer. How do I just link for Twitch? I'm realizing now I sent that to the Twitch chat, but fair enough. Oh, welcome. Go ahead and stage those. Ah, okay. Okay, so welcome back. But let's. Where am I? Warp forwards a bit. There's little to none. Oh, that's good to hear. I don't know. I think I set my Twitch delay to be low or something. I don't know if I did any YouTube. Further along. 5 seconds instead of 9. That makes about sense. Let's aim about 30 kilometers. Yep. I think that should drop us near the KSP. In the atmosphere. Weird to be returning this without an engine at the bottom. We're only barely in the starting to go down. Could be landing maybe in the ocean behind the KSP. Just passing over the KSP. Possible we'll land earlier. Hit the denser part of the atmosphere. Try and get some heat. Oh, we've got through re-entry. Quite promising. Yeah, atmosphere there. So thinking about it, that is quite high for. I think. I guess we are fairly low to the ground. Okay. Are tumbling. Not that we've run out of electric charge, it's just that that's the shape of the vessel we've got. More physics warp. It's fairly promising though for where we'll be landing. Recovery value. Cross weight ratio looking like now 0.62. Still 33 kilometers up, so current estimates there, which means maybe around where the island runway is. Could be wrong. Yeah, I was wrong. I was thinking we were kind of heading towards the island runway, but I think we're aiming just a bit to the left of it. Going to be hoping of trying to slow down as quickly as possible. Oh well. Starting to slow down the supersonic. To aim, but it would be nice to land at the runway. I don't think the engines are going to do much now that all the parachutes are deployed. Oh well. Our physics swap. Very close to the island. Not quite close enough to land there. Maybe if I put fins on this, it kind of feels like a waste. Well. Do it down before everything apart. Five meters a second. I'll leave it at that then. $400 meters still. 3 kilometers away from the island runway. Considered quite close. It was totally planned, 100%. But time for a splashdown. Go. Cover that. %96.5% value. Not much, but still something. Oh. Thank you very much for the bits. Bend over or thank you for the bits. Probably and for today. I'll show you what I have for the Duna base. Now that everything else that's heading to Duna is in orbit. Just need the Duna base. It's just got a hold of account and change the name. Oof. Oh, yeah. I think there's something in like Twitch support that you can go through for changing it back, but Hmm. Open up. Ah. Would it not be called? Remember making? Major in the space. So here's what I'll be landing on Duna. I will need. From memory, yeah, I think technically this is enough parachutes to land safely on Duna. However, it's a hard landing, and I would like to be able to choose my landing spot. So I plan on putting some engines on here. Probably bring a bunch of reaction wheels. Basically, what I'll do is attach them in orbit, then dock them in orbit, deorbit, so parachutes to slow down, and then engines for a final bit of slowing down. And once I'm safely on the ground, I can detach the docking ports and the engines, and them off. But I think that design will come next week. But for now, I have some stuff that I want to prepare. Okay. I can show what's inside though. Here you can see I have some drills, ISRU, and storage tank. Got lights. Yeah. So drills and the ISRU are directly connected to the cargo bay, so these should work. As far as I know. In this middle section, I have the science modules and antenna. The only real way to access this is climb up the top, climb back down. Yeah. Then at the here, cargo ramp, we'll be able to send and then it can connect with, which is also another way that we can get Kerbals in and out. The inflatable airlock. And then yeah, we've got a couple of labs and cupola module. But I will need to send this up into orbit. So, now, launching something like that with massive fairing, probably. Oh, it's only 50 tons. Now. What it's like when we add the fairing, though. Sure, this will be perfectly fine to launch. No issues. I will also need to make sure that the central... That's going to be annoying. 5 meters. Enough. Be one hell of a single launch. Yep, good luck. Thank you. It certainly will be. That's slightly annoying. Ooh, wait, what? There we go. Change the flag. Green mode 2 might be cooked. Nah, it's fine. How many tons of fairing is that? Okay, wait, if I go edit. 35 tons of fairing. 36 tons of fairing. Oof. Center of mass. Okay, need to... I think I... Yeah. No cracking. No problems at all. Getting with some lined up. But I'm sure everything will be fine. Nothing to worry about. Kind of seems slimed up, but eh. Sure, everything will be fine. I'm adding that to the famous last words wall. Then now we can. $31 tons. So. Now I just need my 80 tons to orbit, right? What do I have? I do have an 80 tons. This seems fine. What else do I have? Large from that I got 120 tons. Which seems a bit overkill. It is not fine, it is... yeah, I do need more than 80 tons. So, 120 tons, let's go. Supplies proportion, yep. Yeah. I think what I'll need to do is put some struts inside the fairing. start off with some. Okay. Able to that way. Plus feed. Good. It's 70% base and 30% rocket. Yeah. Nothing wrong. Yeah, it's a bit of the. Yeah. Go to. Yep. Touch some. What's inside? Actually, Max can cry. I'm sure I have nothing to worry about. Other side. Yeah. And yes. Yeah. Oh. There's no strut. Fairing can fit an apartment complex in it. Well, it is designed basically as an apartment complex for the Kerbals once they reach Duna. But yeah, I'm not currently planning a return mission. They are going to be on Duna for a while. Let's make sure no one's accidentally in this section. I will be sending crews separately, along with the actual transfer vessel and other things vessel. Yeah, I will start for now. But I think the actual sending this up into space will be this week. I hope you've enjoyed. If you're watching this as a VOD later on, let me know any feedback you have in the comments. It does not currently have a rover, but I would make one. Might make one next stream. And it's designed to be able to, like, take a rover with. Now that I think about it, pad docking port is fairly low. Can add one on a separate mission. I am not launching it with the rover. That might be a bit too far-fetched, even for me. Yeah, enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Then, let me find someone to raid.